right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from the Lodge, presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFries. My left, David. That boy, rough.
Sorry, man. I'm on LinkedIn right now, and I'm just commenting on every post Michael Weiner has done. He's a mortgage loan officer at Leahy Lending, powered by Hometown Lenders Incorporated. And he helps clients build real estate portfolios every day. So I'm just trying to help him out by just doing some engagement activities here on LinkedIn.
As someone who subscribes to his Micah's Read of the Week, I was well aware that he is a mortgage broker, as he puts that in the copy of Micah's Read of the Week.
He is here to assure you, Will, that there's still opportunity in the Texas market.
Really? Doesn't feel like it.
You know it doesn't. It doesn't. But, you know, who am I to say that Mike is wrong? He's never been wrong before.
That's true. That's true. Speaking of unique opportunities in Texas markets, we've got someone who was given a unique opportunity today in this very studio. As Dillon is out with the Chi Omega variant?
The Chi Omega variant.
Isn't that what it is? We got a special guest in the studio. Some of you know him as the video man Randy Savage. Others know him as just Randall. We're talking about Randy Trembacki.
Hi, Will. It's me.
If you're sitting at your desk right now, just like slaving away at a spreadsheet, and you just got and you just spilled coffee all over your keyboard because of a hype horn, I'd like to sincerely apologize to you.
So he does not have his board, which half of our board is filled with his sound effects from his game show. So he has them on his phone. Yeah. So he has sound effects on his phone, folks.
I'm a dual threat.
You really are. You're a 4-star.
I'll consider myself 5-star, but hey, thanks, B. Thanks for having me. This is my first ever full circling back. It feels good.
Did you give Dillon COVID so that you could sit in for him, so that you could take advantage of this unique opportunity?
I can neither confirm nor deny, and I will speak to my lawyer about it.
Okay.
Dave,
it's not me. It's not me.
My favorite thing at Grand X was when people would just ask Dave for legal advice at his desk, as if he was just like everyone's legal counsel and not the company's.
Yeah, man. I'll totally help you out with that traffic ticket.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I got a traffic ticket. I parked overnight in a place that clearly said I couldn't park there overnight. Can you get me out of it?
I'm trying to get out of this lease, man. My apartment complex, they're saying like I'm gonna have to like buy out of it. Is there anything I can do?
Dude, if there's one thing I know about major apartment complexes, leases, they're really easy to get out of.
They'll usually let you out. It's fine.
Yeah, they're not money hungry, and they don't have their leases airtight.
They put people first.
Is it illegal to take ducks from the park? On a completely unrelated note, would you like to see my new duck that I got?
Is it illegal to take a duck from a park?
It's definitely illegal.
Can you kidnap like animals that just live in the wild?
I don't think you can.
You have to purchase your ducks from a duck vendor?
I don't know. People that have raccoons, they like get them that they were abandoned by their parents and they're like become pets. So people have wild animals as pet. They had to get them from the wild, right?
What brought this up? Were you thinking about getting a duck?
I mean, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, ducks are cool, Randy. Thanks.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, yeah, they taste good too.
Oh, this guy.
Hey, save it for later.
Ooh.
It's fair. Good tease, Randy.
That is a good tease.
Dave, what's your Bing Bong status today?
Well, I'm actually sipping that H2O right now.
Wow.
I drink the Bing Bong at home. For those of you who don't know, Bing Bong's a thing that we kind of just cooked up together, and we're like, hey, this should be our new thing. And
we came up with Bing Bong.
We did. And I think it's going viral.
Yeah, from what I can tell, there's like been a lot of chatter online about the words Bing Bong.
No, man, Brett's got me addicted to that Celsius stuff.
I respect the Celsius game. To all the Celsius drinkers out there, I respect you. I just worry that if I go down that route, that I will become addicted to Celsius. So I'll be not doing that.
What exactly makes Celsius better than like
You feel like you're drinking a cleaner energy drink, and I think that there's some science behind that, in that there's not a lot of sugar, if any. I don't think there is any sugar, but it's one of those things where like in 5 years you're going to find out like that all the stuff they were using to substitute was just as bad. So I don't know. It's just peace of mind, and it's aesthetically pleasing. The can.
Do they have a CEO that volume shoots ridiculous videos on Instagram?
Sadly, no.
That's the deal breaker for me.
Sadly, no.
I'm on that liquid IV energy multiplier. You know, you haven't complimented my brand new water bottle that I got from Kohl's yesterday.
You and Dillon are both doing new water bottle swag in the studio, and I don't know. I don't really care about water bottles all that much, Randy.
$5 Kohl's cash helped me purchase this one.
Are we doing a Kohl's? Should
Did
we
you
just
wash it?
Is Randy's
I
segment?
washed
We
it.
gave Randy a segment towards the end of today's podcast. We have no idea what he's going to talk about. I feel like he's just going to do a Kohl's ad read.
I probably should. You know, I might pivot. Hold on.
This is either going to be your favorite podcast or your least favorite podcast that we've done this year.
This is the second podcast of the year. So
Exactly.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's binary.
that's actually that's a very good point. Hey, if you didn't listen to yesterday's worst of, I have to say we were kind of running yesterday.
Today was a good pod.
Patreon.com/Circling Back Podcast. I had an absolute blast doing worst of. I think New Year's Eve really brings out the scumbag in some people.
I have to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the comments on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Did we run back a story and none of us realized it? Because that does not ring a bell at all.
So I pride myself on remembering stories from the worst of. Yesterday we might have done a repeat story just to kick things off, and I don't regret the error because the person that submitted it, she said in the comments of it, "Hey, I don't remember if I actually submitted this before."
This is more on her.
Oh yeah, I actually appreciated that she took the blame for it because otherwise I was gonna have to do that, and everyone knows that I don't like taking blame for anything. I like to
Right.
wash my hands of all responsibility for pretty much anything.
It's bizarre that it didn't ring a bell with any of us. That's happened before, and maybe in spooky season. Wait, did we do this?
It's happened on worst of once before. I remember that. I haven't listened, but I got a steel trap for these types of stories, so I'll let you guys know.
Weren't you here yesterday? Where were you?
Adam was producing. I was in the other room.
Oh, you were in there farting around?
I was.
You were in
working
there
on-
jarring your farts?
Hey, save it for later.
Can I read a couple of reviews that we've gotten in the recent days?
Yeah, please.
We got one that just says "Love it." This is from Haley. Shouts to Haley out there.
Beaver?
If you're a woman in STEM, we stand you, Haley. She said, "My husband's been a listener since the old days, so I would listen to him on road trips, or with him on road trips. I finally started listening to myself about a year ago. It's a great listen to escape from the chaos of kids. I love the banter, and I'm laughing out loud at all the time. I haven't pulled trigger on Patreon, but I put a year on my Christmas list. I hope she got it. If Haley didn't get a year from her husband, then I'm going to be very upset
You
about
should
that.
leave his ass.
When was this review? Was this prior to Christmas? then?
Yeah, this was December 20th.
Oh, we need an update.
We also got one from Eric Cantona. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's an old soccer player.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know he listened, but that's pretty cool. He once jumped into the stands and ninja kicked someone in the chest.
Oh, I've seen that clip.
Yeah, you've seen
Really?
that
That
clip.
was him?
Yeah. And he said, on the first day of Christmas, my DeFreeze gave to me a Dillon shivery.
It's good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Like that, I respect that.
Some of the
Syllables
best
work.
bits are in the reviews here.
Someone said, this one's for you, David. This says lunch beers. It says, hey, I was the one who commented about you guys going to the bathroom during the episode. I just wanted to say that I didn't really mean it and that I respect Dave's small bladder. Sorry for any ill will you may have felt. Happy holidays from Jack from school.
Apology not accepted.
Bad boy shit.
What's his name? Jack? Hey, Jack, take a hike.
He's Jack from school.
Hey, Jack from school, take a hike.
Our final one is from Johnny Apple Store. That's good.
I like that.
It says
Sick.
hitting different. If you want to say things completely out of instinct like ovulation, more breeding, in Papa Roach voice to your wife when trying to have a baby, this is a podcast for you. 5 stars. Thank you, Johnny Apple Store.
Johnny Appleseed was born September 26th. You can walk away from this podcast knowing that now.
How do you know that?
It's my brother's birthday, and he did a report on it back in grade school.
Was Johnny Appleseed an actual person?
Yeah.
Legitimate question. What did he do?
He went around and planted apples, apple trees.
There's no way that
I don't know if he
You
wore a
can't
pot on
make a
his
steady
head.
income doing that.
his name was John Chapman.
Yeah,
He was born September 26th. You're right.
Why do you know that?
I just said it because my brother was born on September 26th. He did a report.
So this dude just walked around planting apple trees?
Even in places where they weren't like native?
I don't know. I don't know if he had the zoning for it. Who
Yeah,
knows?
That's
I
all
don't
you know, the extent of your Johnny Appleseed knowledge is
And he
his
wore
birthday?
a pot on his head, which I don't even know if he did.
Yeah, was he introducing invasive species different parts of the country? Like, are we
That's a
okay with
problem.
Johnny
Is
Appleseed?
is he the reason that we have a zebra mussel problem in the lakes here in Texas?
Very possible.
Hey, Johnny Appleseed, I'd like a word with you.
Fuck, I don't think Johnny Appleseed realized that he was getting straight canceled today.
Dude, we are the only podcast with the balls to cancel Johnny Appleseed.
We should go invasive species carp hunting. Have you ever heard about this? Seen this?
The Asian carp.
Yeah.
Is this your segment?
Dude, don't even
I would love to do a video with it with like Fly Fishing Charlie.
don't even think about like I don't even want to get near Asian carp. Asian carp are destructive to natural waters.
Exactly. That's why we need to go and get them out of there.
If you're out there and you're bored, Google Asian carp jumping out of the water, and like you will be absolutely shocked by what you see.
Yeah, you can
they are a major issue.
You can go in a boat and you can like hit them with baseball bats.
I guess if you're really leaning into Dillon's seat today.
Oh, let me lower my voice.
Trying to figure out how Johnny Appleseed died.
I heard an apple fell out of the tree and
It's not
conked him on
it's
the
not
head.
at all.
It was
I
an
don't think
apple
that would
pie
kill
burn.
you.
You think Johnny Appleseed ever
saw that
smashed an apple pie?
He saw that warm apple pie.
You know he did once. He's the guy. Like
Yeah.
he's the guy.
Well, he was a missionary.
So you think that was the position he did in?
The fuck's your problem?
I like that Dave leads Randy into something and then criticizes him for it immediately following.
He left an estate of over 1,200 acres of valuable nurseries to his sister.
You gotta assume there's an orchard on that.
Jenny Appleseed? Was she a baddie? What's her at?
This is a long, long, long time ago.
Let's hear from our friends over at Grammarly. Grammarly is something that I used well before this podcast even existed. You know I love some Grammarly. I used to be an editor for Postgrad Problems, something that David Ruff started. And guess what I did the second I got that job? I downloaded Grammarly onto my browser.
No. The first thing you did was show up to the wrong office.
True.
Second thing you did was download Grammarly.
That's facts.
Which long before they were a sponsor, we were using it. Really saved us a lot of time back then.
It truly did. It made my job a lot easier. And with the new year ahead, it's the perfect time to think about how you put yourself out there, wherever there is. And since most of us can't communicate telepathically, it starts with your words. How often do you try to write something important in an email, a text, a DM, and find yourself just agonizing over the wording or what feels like hours before you hit send? There are thousands of ways to say it, and Grammarly helps you get it right the first time. I've used this in emails. I've used it. It even checks your tone. I got a recap from them in my email the other day, and it said that I was being a little brash toward people in some emails.
Yeah, we've been needing to talk about that.
I'm the bad boy of emails, though.
No, Dillon's the bad boy of emails.
Dillon is the most official communicator I've ever witnessed. His Grammarly is probably like, dude, you got to loosen up a little tiny bit. Whether you're searching for the perfect turn of phrase, whether you need a synonym for something, you can even set your audience and tone before you start with Grammarly's goals feature. They even have a built-in tone protector or detector, like I just said, that'll tell you whether you're being too nice, too rude, maybe a little optimistic, all these kind of things. It's wild out there. If you're starting that first essay of the semester with Grammarly, you can keep your work clear and concise without spending your whole weekend editing. And if you need to strike a formal tone aimed at experts or a friendlier tone for a more casual audience, Grammarly can help you get it right the first time. This is something we use, something we used before we even had this. Trust us. This year, let Grammarly help you put yourself out there with style. Our listeners can get 20% off Grammarly Premium at Grammarly.com/Steam. That's 20% off at GRAMMARLY.com/Steam.
Man, some of us here need it for when they're posting our reels that they caption.
Me? I don't know.
Are you not a grammar boy, Randy?
I am.
Didn't we have a problem? It might have been Adam or Timo. Somebody was posting like TikToks and reels, and we're like, Dillon was just like pulling his hair out. I was like, that's clearly a typo. That's a typo. That word's misspelled. That's improper.
That's
because
of Adobe. Adobe doesn't have spell check. I'm terrible at spelling.
If there's one platform I don't care about having spelling errors on for captions and stuff, it's 100% TikTok.
It's definitely TikTok.
TikTok, I think it might benefit you to have it wrong. Like they don't like it when
You look like a tryhard if you have perfect grammar on TikTok.
Some of them you have to misspell. Like if you ever look at the captions for like if you can't say COVID or it'll get like flagged, they put like coven, and like sex they have to be like segs.
SEGGS.
Yeah. So like there's
Is
a
that
lot.
what that means?
Yeah.
I thought it was just something else.
No, it's their way of doing it.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a way to get around.
Congrats
it
on the segs.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you. I have a child.
He does.
It's facts.
You don't.
Oh,
Not
poor
that I
Randy
know
doesn't
of.
have a child.
Must be nice over there. I'm kidding.
Let's talk about the main event here. We've got
How much time do we have for this? Because this could be an entire podcast.
If we needed to do an hour on these two, I could easily do an hour on these two. I don't know when we first. I think Brett said that he brought the Liver King to Brett's Breaking News at one point. I don't know if I was here for that.
You weren't. He was filling in. I don't know who was filling in for you, but Brett came in, and we ended up doing like 8 minutes on Liver King in Brett's breaking news.
Well, Liver King has really taken over pretty much every group chat that I'm in.
Yeah, I've become somewhat obsessed with it. I screenshot. If you looked at my camera reel, it would be all screenshots of Liver King. I don't even send most of them out. I just screenshot stuff.
Would you consider yourself to be a primal?
I am a day one primal, ground floor primal here. I wake up every day. I go outside, bare feet, shirt off. I get the sunlight, skin, eyes, mouth, other places.
Do you get vitamin D in your beehole?
I like to next question. I like to feel the grass under my feet. It's great. I believe in the sand beneath my toes.
When are you going to get rid of your mattress?
That's the one thing it's been tough to get the wife on board with. Just completely removing our very nice mattress.
You could always get her like a single, and then you could just build out like the wood planks for your mattress.
Oh, I'm kind of working to that because I've been sleeping in the dog bed lately.
For anyone that doesn't know what the Liver King does, can you give a bird's eye view of what this man is up to?
He's the king of liver.
Okay.
I mean, who appointed him that title? How did he get the crown?
I believe it's
throne?
self-appointed.
Do you think he was going around trying to find like other stuff like Pancreas King, and then like those were all taken? So he was like, all right, I guess I'm eating liver for the rest of my life.
He should have just gone by the Guts King.
Guts King.
Just
That was
all
taken.
encompassing.
I think that was taken by someone on the recommended tab. No, the Liver King, all he does is he just eats raw things.
He is a big proponent of eating the organ of an animal, the bone marrow. And he says that his thought is that liver is king, and it doesn't stop there. He simulates successful hunts each day.
That's one thing I don't get, but I won't harp on that.
I mean, he's huge. Can't say that this guy's not built.
He's absolutely huge. Whether that's all natural, that's up for interpretation.
What are the benefits of eating liver?
I think the iron's good for you.
Very high in nutrients.
I
things
pump
of that
iron. I
nature,
don't eat
vitamins.
it.
Probably B vitamins, Will.
Okay.
There's others, probably protein as well.
Does it help you like gain muscle mass at a rapid clip? Because he's absolutely shredded.
He is quite the mix of like super shredded or super jacked with no body fat, which is very hard to accomplish naturally, especially at his age, because he does appear to be in his 40s.
Well, in recent days, we've had somewhat of a competitor enter the landscape of eating raw meat.
They're on different waves, but they're in the same ocean.
We have someone out here with about 15,000 followers on Instagram, and it's called Raw Meat Experience. And what this guy's whole shtick is that he's eating raw meat at Whole Foods every day until he dies from bacteria. He's trying to see if he can live for 5 days, which he already has lived for 5 days, or 500 years. He's not sure where he's going to fall in that. But our man just goes to Whole Foods every single day. He buys a pound of raw meat. What that raw meat is up for, whatever he's craving that day. It could be cod.
It was bison yesterday, wasn't
It could be bison. It could be a Wagyu sirloin. It could be literally anything. Maybe even some ground beef.
A delicious cod.
He's just out here. This is a classic science versus the government, the scholar versus the king.
He's really putting the USDA and all health experts out there in a body bag every day.
Well, on December 28th, 2021, last year, Whole Foods tweeted, "Please don't eat raw meat outside of our stores just because some dumbass with a meme page is doing it."
Is that real?
I don't think that's real, but I think that somebody at Whole Foods probably really wants to send that tweet.
I mean, if Paps can put out, try eating ass, I mean, this not out of the realm that Whole Foods would do this.
Well, they can't put out tweet. PBR cannot put out tweets like that, as they have since deleted the tweet and apologized for it. I don't think they needed to apologize for saying that people needed to eat more ass. I'm not saying that people should, but I don't think PBR as a brand needed to apologize for that tweet.
Has Raw Meat Experiment tried to rump roast yet without the roast?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
I gotta say, the thing that differentiates Liver King and Raw Meat Guy is the memes. He's a meme god. His memes are unparalleled. They're unmatched. They're the best.
Way more entertaining. Way funnier, for sure.
Well, he also just drinks slonkers every morning too.
Imagine not starting your day with just a cup full of schlonkers.
What are those?
I mean, you can eat slonkers in several different ways. You could, I don't know, you could eat them raw like he does. You could make them over easy. Maybe you take your slonkers hard boiled.
Slonkers were something way different in high school.
Here he is pictured eating fresh salmon with farmers market camel milk.
I hope he's removing the bone.
I think he probably asked him to remove the bone based on how he's eating this. He is leaving the skin off. He's just eating the tender salmon meat.
Do you think when he goes to the butcher's like, all right,
This
here
guy.
you go. You're going to eat this raw, aren't you?
Because it
Just
clearly
kinda-
is butcher, because you see the butcher paper. It's not like he's getting the pre-wrap stuff. He goes to the block. And they know what he's doing.
As long as he's not wasting it, I see no issue here.
You know how bartenders can get into trouble for over serving their patrons?
Correct.
Do you think that like the butchers at Whole Foods are like, dude, I'm gonna end up being the guy
He's
who
gonna
like
lose
goes
his
behind
butcher
bars
license.
because this fucking dude won't stop eating raw meat?
Well, that's a great question. Is there any liability on Whole Foods or the butcher if they keep serving this guy, selling him meat, and he's eating it on their premises? He is eating it on their premises, right? Like right outside?
Yeah, he said he eats it right outside.
What Whole Foods just has like a park bench? Because mine doesn't.
Oh, the one downtown does. The flagship store does.
That makes sense.
My only worry is I don't know where this guy lives. I feel like he
He's
lives.
putting off California vibes.
I was gonna say the
SoCal.
same.
Yeah,
thing.
you see palm trees in the background for sure.
We got palm trees in Texas.
Yeah, so it's somewhere warm.
I like that on New Year's Eve, he ate like a very nice marbled, looks like, is that Wagyu?
Yeah.
And he's wearing a nice sport coat.
Well, he also had
Because in a-
six. He also had 6 slonkers with it too.
He just washed it down with some slonkers.
So he does say he kind of did explain why he did it. Do you mind if I read this?
Please.
He said, about a year ago, I started studying nutrition due to having some health issues that were affecting me. Chronic fatigue, cystic acne, I would get dizzy walking and driving. I had back pain that would make a lot of days not fun. I was eating mostly plants, living off kale shakes, hummus, bagels, supplements, dozens of seeds, nuts, superfood powders, trying to find a magical thing that would help. My friend sent me some info on someone who used meat to heal. I thought it was dumb, but I kept
We've all
watching
been there,
similar
yeah.
stuff. And so he essentially did this so he could right his body, and now he's all in on eating raw meat because it's fixed his issues.
Time out.
He eats 1 meal a day, and it's at Whole Foods, and it's a pound of meat.
Wait, so he doesn't eat anything else outside these videos?
From what I've read, he says that he
Slonkers.
only eats slonkers and 1 pound of meat a day.
Okay. Well,
I like that his old diet was mostly plants, hummus, bagels. Bagel is the topsider of the food world.
Bagels?
Yeah.
well, he also not only has slonkers, he does do raw cow milk, which I don't really know what the difference between raw cow milk is and regular cow milk.
It's not pasteurized.
So these cows don't sit in the pasture?
Correct. No, none of them are licensed pastors.
Really?
So,
they
yeah.
can't marry you.
These cows couldn't marry you. They couldn't do a sermon. They could do a sermon, but it would be unauthorized.
Could they take an online class and get granted that pasture thing?
You know, I don't know about that one.
Who are you rock? If you had to rock with one of these guys for the next year, are you rocking with Raw Meat Experiment or going with Liver King?
See, here's my problem is that Liver King's most recent posts are him in a tank running over a car, and that's pretty dope.
He's Dan Bilzerian with a family.
But
He's,
that goes into
he's
why
Family Man Bilzerian.
Why I
That's
don't like
exactly
him.
who he is.
his family component of the content is super insufferable. Like, I hate that he calls his like wife the liver queen, and what he calls his
Why?
sons. Like, it's just like if you're going to do this, just
You hate to see a liver queen winning?
yeah. I can't remember what he calls his sons. I don't think he calls them princes.
Savage 1 and Savage
That's
2, I
what it
believe.
is. Yeah, it's
like Thing 1 and Thing 2? He does Savage 1 and Savage 2?
like he has a flamethrower here with a backpack. That's pretty dope. But then he like does all this other stuff.
Objectively dope. There was he went on vacation and it looked like they were staying in a very nice home in a beachside community in Mexico. And his meal, he continued the bit, was doing daily content. His meals, he has to be doing about, just for himself, about $150 to $200 per meal. As his dinner every night was like a very large tomahawk pork chop, and then like Liver King concoction, which I don't even know, like maple syrup on liver.
I've been wondering what the concoction is. Do you have any idea what it is?
I know it has maple syrup in it.
But it's all blended, right?
I think it's proprietary. I think it's something he's looking to potentially acquire the IP in and sell.
Can you do his voice?
Good morning, primals.
I'm watching a video of him knocking back 50 eggs in shot glasses, 50 shot glasses in 2.5
They're slonkers.
minutes.
Just to be
Well,
crystal
yeah,
clear,
well,
they are
I don't know if he
slonkers.
calls them slonkers.
Are we
He
talking
calls them
about that?
eggs.
Are we talking about LK?
Yeah, Liver King.
Okay.
So he does his own slonker stuff.
I think that raw meat experiment, I think, is just in the beginning. I think the day that he actually gets like E. coli or something, I think that's when it's really going to take off.
I'm more worried about, is he doing chicken breast?
He did
salmon?
do it wasn't chicken breast, it was chimkin titty is how he put it with an M. So yes, he did shoot.
You want to help me out here? What's that?
It's just a weird way of spelling chicken.
Okay.
Instead of with an N. It's
He
with
was
an
doing
M.
it to avoid the TikTok censors.
I guess so. He's funny while doing it. In his profile here, it says eating raw meat at Whole Foods every day until I die from bacteria. So he's in here.
Have y'all ever
Think he's
got
gonna
food
die.
poisoning? Like verified?
Yeah, the only time I've
Oh,
ever
yeah,
gotten food
yeah,
poisoning
yeah.
was from Sweet Green, and it was the worst.
Didn't you get it twice?
No, just once.
Oh.
And luckily, no. The other issue is that Sweet Green's app absolutely sucks, and I've ordered numerous salads from them that have just never been delivered. I don't know why I keep going back to the well. Have you gotten food poisoning like verified?
Yeah, I think so.
It
You
was
know, what's interesting about the raw food thing is a lot of places are trying to push the raw food stuff onto pets, onto dogs.
yeah.
And I tried it. And Randy has pretty much eaten everything that I've ever put in front of him. He looked at the raw meat, he looked at the raw, whatever it was, and just looked at me and just walked off.
I've had a friend that's done the raw meat stuff.
Does
and
he follow Raw
For
Meat
dogs?
Experiment or
Yeah.
Liver King on Instagram?
I don't know. We don't really talk about each other's follows.
So I got a stay mute cancel for you guys.
Okay.
That's deals with meat. Stay
Okay.
mute cancel. Poultry, pork, or beef. And this goes like with everything. So we're talking, I'm gonna throw in slonkers for poultry too. Buffalo chicken dip, wings.
I
Well,
don't
if
think slonkers should be in this.
If
I'm
you're
gonna
throwing
throw
in
it in there.
slonkers, does that mean we can't eat slonkers in like baked goods? Like, can I not eat pasta because it's made with like eggs?
In the event that you cancel
In-
poultry.
if I did cancel slonkers,
I'm gonna let them be
All right.
as parts of milk, but
Hey,
just like regular old
can
eggs.
egg
Hey,
be
bud.
slonkers can be an ingredient, but slonkers cannot be
The main course.
correct.
Hey, bud, how about this? Do I put milk with beef?
No, because I mean
It's a byproduct,
the
is
thing
it
is
not?
you can get it from a goat. I
can
specifically
also
said
get it from
poultry
an oat.
because you can get like a duck in replacement of chicken, but poultry in general and turkey.
I stand beef.
I stand beef as well.
I might have to stand chicken.
No,
I'm
do-
talking chicken tenders, chicken wings.
oh, I didn't think about that.
This goes for everything.
I was just thinking of like roasted chicken.
yeah, beef. You got
Yeah, but
hamburgers.
Canceling pork is tough.
I'm canceling pork.
I think that's the.
I
that's the
can
move.
live off of beef ribs. For me, pork. The only thing I'm really losing is the pork rib.
What about bacon?
Fuck.
Yeah, bacon, sausage. I mean, I guess you could do chicken sausage, but
Chicken sausage is not the same.
Chicken
Exactly,
sausage
so.
is just not the. It doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
Raw Meat Experiment is adamantly against oat milk. He has a shirt that says fuck oat milk, so you know that he's a real man as he does not put any creamer in his coffee.
Do we know if he doesn't put any creamer, or is it just oat milk he's out on?
I'm not even sure if he's drinking coffee these days. It seems like the only thing he drinks is
he's
slonkers.
not drinking that Bing Bong.
I have not seen him hit that bing bong yet.
But he is on raw cow milk. So
I mute chicken
mute chicken.
and cancel pork. I mean, that's the only.
I wanted to cancel chicken, but I now that we've talked it out a little bit, I think I'm on board with you, Dave.
Depends on what wave you're on. Chicken is leaner than beef,
I thought you were
typically,
the fried
right?
chicken guy.
Huh?
I thought you were the fried chicken guy.
Damn, I didn't
No,
think
you're the
about
meatloaf
that.
guy. So
I
you
didn't think about
That's
that.
true.
you're the meatloaf guy.
It's good meatloaf.
Man, but I do love a good steak. There's nothing better than just getting home, grabbing a steak, and throwing it in the microwave.
I just get home and I just put it on a plate and I tape myself eating it for my Instagram page.
I drive around in my vehicle for like 25 minutes to let the engine heat up, then I pull over, pop the hood, and just throw that steak on there.
Why would you do
It's
that?
Detroit style. You ever tried it?
It's not Detroit style.
It is. That's how we do it.
It's
We're
the car city, right? That's what they call it.
I'm pretty sure that.
the car city.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I was doing something completely different.
Car town.
Car town. That's what they call it. That's exactly what they call it.
The car isn't it the car city madman? Isn't that Ted Nugent?
I hate you guys.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, give me I feel like Raw Meat Man. Do we know his actual name?
Raw Meat Experiment is
I'm
his
gonna
name.
call him the Raw Dog.
Okay.
The Raw Dog would be more fun to hang out with because I feel like I've seen his memes, and if you've got good memes, you're somebody I can fuck with. Liver King. I watched Liver King do a video where he talked about how he tried to max out on squat and like he couldn't bend his left leg for a day and couldn't walk. And then 2 days later, he was doing deadlifts. So I was like, dude, what is this guy's fucking problem?
Does he have a trust fund or something? Like, there's no way that he can
He
sustain
has a
this.
supplement company.
Oh, he does. Okay. Okay.
That's
how
I
he
think
pays
that's the
bills.
origin of this bit.
Okay.
And it is ground bovine organ meat. And fun fact, I disclosed this to our group text. I actually tried these supplements like 2.5 years ago before I even knew who Liver King was.
Like, you tried his actual supplement.
Ancestral Supplements. I believe that's his company. And I tried some on someone's recommendation, and it's a ton of pills, and I didn't notice a damn thing.
I think you should maybe try it again.
Can
Maybe
I
they've made some advancements.
Can I do it for content? Question 1. Question 2, can I put it on the company card?
If it's me clearing the finances, which I should be the last person in line clearing any finances, as I ordered 16 magnums of red wine at the Christmas dinner, I'm clearing that you can buy
Boom.
any supplements you want.
That's 2/3. That's all we need.
Yeah.
That's majority.
Sure.
You don't have
Go
a
ahead.
vote.
I'm just gonna give you a thumbs up. I want to compare their followings here. Liver King has 920,000 on the gram. Raw Meat Experiment in his youth 15.5. But who is following Raw Meat? Middle Class Fancy, Grape Juice Boys, Will DeFreeze, and the Funny Introvert.
See, he's about to take off.
The only person that's following Liver King is you two and Raw Meat Experiment. So he's got a better following.
Well,
as
we need
far
to
as
get
the actual
those two
concept.
together. We got to get those two together. It's like getting the Keymaster and the Gatekeeper together.
I'm riding with Slonkers.
You riding Slonkers?
I'm riding Slonkers. I like being ground floor on this. I was super late to Liver King. I tried to push him away as much as I could before I finally followed him. But the second I saw Raw Meat Experiment's Instagram page, I knew that I had to be on board.
Were we earlier on Raw Meat Guy or Bing Bong?
You
Bing
were
Bong.
right
We
at
came
the
up with
beginning of
Bing Bong.
Can't get earlier than that.
Let's hear from our friends over at Bird Dogs. Aroo! That's a bird dog.
I've never heard a bird dog do such a howl.
We'll get to this in we'll get to this in this weekend in fun. But I'm taking a little trip this week with Sally's family, and I will be packing not only my Bird Dog shorts for swimming in the pool, but also my Bird Dogs pants for doing some nice dinners out. They're my vacation pants. They're my golf pants. They're my chillin' pants.
They're just kind of my everything pants, Randy.
I like him.
Okay.
You crushed that.
You know they stole Lululemon's designer, and they're just doing it better now. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Sometimes I don't know if you're paying attention over there. In
I was
that
actually
producer
there when
chair.
you guys filmed the video before I got hired here.
Oh yeah.
So that's my commercial, really, that was on the Golf Channel.
Dylan stole my line for that, but
He really
either way,
did.
I'm glad that one of us got on TV saying that there are everything pants.
They replaced us with a hotter version.
Yeah, there's hotter dudes doing the ad
Hotter
reads, but I
podcast
respect that.
guys. That's fine.
They got younger at the position, but we're still rocking Bird Dogs because they rock with us.
Beach, brunch, golf, pool, working out, whatever. I've swim in them. I do everything in them.
Should we send some Bird Dogs to Raw Meat Experiment? He's kind of like, if we could get in real ground floor, we could send him some stuff.
He is about the e-waste, as I'm seeing here, and those do have the e-waste.
Elastic is what it stands for.
Mm-hmm. The drawstring.
Mm-hmm. My ass is absolutely popping in these.
Your ass, no, I mean, not
you
to
call-
objectify you, but your ass pops in a lot.
Yeah, Randy, man, we get it.
But Bird Dogs do feature it quite nicely. Dylan does too. Dylan loves talking about his butt in these things. He's not as caked up as Randy, though.
No, he's not. He thinks he is, but he's
Mm-mm.
not.
Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code STEAM, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle tip football. Remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs that whistle when you throw them? The footballs you can literally throw a mile? We're talking about those ones. A must-have for football season. That's birddogs.com, promo code STEAM, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle tip football with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off. I promise you. Let's talk about bottled farts.
Thank you.
Can someone explain to me what's going on? This is one of those articles that I want to click on, but I'm scared to click on because I don't want it in my internet history.
Headline: 90-day fiancé Stephanie Matto feels so much better after hospitalization amid fart jars business. To be fair, this is passing gas in a jar, not jar squatting, Randy. Something completely different. I did not watch 90 Day Fiance. However, I am familiar with the memes.
I thought you were going to say you are familiar with her farts.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how if that expedited shipping.
Adam's definitely too young for the jar squatting video.
Don't talk about that.
Stop.
It's worse than the Bendy tweet.
Stop bringing that up.
She says in her action, I'm on her Instagram right now, and it says official account of the world's #1 fartrepreneur. Over
Okay.
200,000 sold. Fart jar NFTs now available at fartjarnft.com.
NFTs?
2,000?
200,000. She sold over $200,000 worth of farts.
Let's paint a picture for the folks at home who don't know Stephanie Matto. She is an attractive young lady.
What's the premise of 90 Day Fiancé?
It's a fiance for 90 days.
I think it's like they just meet and they're supposed to get married like in 90 days. I've never really watched the show. I just love the memes of that one guy that has no neck.
She was not engaged to that guy.
That was a different season.
Is that guy okay? I feel like that guy.
I don't know.
That guy's memes weren't particularly flattering to him.
No, they were.
Is Big Fartrepreneur trying to dupe us right now by getting more publicity by saying she's not doing it just so she can make a comeback and start doing it? That's my concern here, is that she says that she's done selling her farts, but this is only just to get more notoriety around the farts and drive the price
Well,
up.
she has a fart jar NFT project as well as a build a brand business course for girls.
How much do her NFTs cost for fart jars?
She's teaching girls how to be bosses.
I think we should consider buying one fart jar. It costs 500th of an Ethereum.
Dylan's not going to listen to this pod. We should buy one and be like, hey, we should just give it to him. Like, this is a new candle we're thinking about doing. Can you check this scent?
It's empty though.
I know. It will tell him it's new candle technology. Invisa candle.
How much is an Ethereum right now?
I don't know.
500ths of Ethereum. Like, that sounds like it's kind of doable.
Like 200.
Wait, what are you talking?
For her NFT? I'm talking about fart jar NFTs, David.
Wait,
it's not that hard to follow.
I'm out on NFTs.
They're fungible now, or there might be. I don't know. Don't come at me, crypto bros, but they're not as non-fungible as once thought.
You can't screenshot a fart jar.
It's true. You can get some fart spray though and make fake fart jars. That's what we should do. We should go get the fart spray from the prank store.
This girl is like, she would be very like innocent looking if I knew that she wasn't bottling her farts and selling them online to people.
Buddy, have you peeped the gram?
Yeah, I told you I'm on her gram.
You got to think the people that buy these also bought that one streamer's bathwater too.
So that was going to be my next question. Like, what's a bigger market for people out there, bathwater or toots? Or slonkers?
I would think bathwater. At least you can see
Stand
it.
mute, cancel. Toots, slonkers,
well,
or bathwater.
Well, I think you're getting 2 for 1 with here because in this title it says that quits because her diet of beans and slonkers was causing chest pains.
She says, I remember within one day I had about 3 protein shakes and a huge bowl of black bean soup. Shout out to the Bean Boys.
So the toots are getting slonkers with it.
I could tell something was not right that evening when I was lying in bed, and I could feel pressure in my stomach moving upward. Sounds like diverticulitis. It was quite hard to breathe, and every time I tried to breathe in, I'd feel a pinching sensation around my heart.
I have felt that before from being like, having a little gas.
Isn't that just heartburn?
Yeah, like I don't know if this is a reason to just end your entire business if you're making that much money on it. If she's only been selling her farts for like a year, that's a great salary for her.
Stephanie revealed her doctor advised her to change her diet and to take a gas suppressant medication, which led her to change the way she is handling her fart jar selling venture.
You gotta think Liver King and Raw Meat Experiment have some toots.
Yeah, but you're not buying Liver Kings. You're not going to buy Liver Kings.
What about
jars.
Liver Queens?
I'm not well versed enough. Does she have an ad? Does Liver Queen have an ad? Like, is
No,
she doing her own content?
I feel like she's reluctant. I think the family's just kind of like, all right, Dad's killing it with the supplements. I guess he's gonna put us on the gram today. Like it seems like she's getting more play on there, but you can tell she's still a little bit like, not sure if I want to be in the spotlight. But I am the Liver Queen. Every Liver King needs a Liver Queen.
It's true.
It's true.
Do you think she has certain jars where she's like, that was a good one?
The premium jars?
Yeah, like that one's got surge.
Does she sign each jar?
I feel like you'd have to do something. Like, do you put like a ribbon around it?
Just a nice handwritten note.
I mean, this is just selling Dutch ovens, right?
Are you talking about the action of a Dutch oven or an actual Dutch oven?
The action.
Those were hilarious back in the day. You just get your boy under a blanket and just pin him there. I'm sorry.
You know, she's doing a lot for creators.
Really. There just seems to be an easier way. If I'm her, I'm immediately pivoting to bathwater.
Well, funny you say that. It says, so I have my platform unfiltered, and I know a lot about the creators on there now starting to think of different ways to make money other than just selling their photos or videos. They're looking into, you know, maybe selling their bathwater or selling their spit in a jar.
That's not a bad one either.
That and in these uncertain times, don't sell your spit in a jar.
I don't know. I think spit would get a higher price than farts.
She says, nobody else is doing farts. I'm the only one. I've got the monopoly on farts. Don't clip that.
I think the problem with farts though, it's like it's a one hitter, right? You open that up, you lose the fart. Bathwater's it stays there.
Bathwater's forever.
Yeah. Diamonds are forever, and so is bathwater.
Well, it could evaporate at some point.
Well, if you're not keeping it in a jar,
You got to re-up.
Did you see the study that showed that people prefer real diamonds to synthetic or something? And it was funded by, they were getting all the smoke on Twitter. It was funded by like a diamond mining company or something.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, yeah, these just trigger raw, like a pure emotion. People just love diamonds. They can tell the difference.
I mean, moissanite's really having a moment right now. Are you familiar with moissanite?
that sounds like
No.
something Dillon's into.
It's a type of stone that looks very much like a diamond, and it's a very cheap alternative to getting a diamond. Instead of paying like $10,000, you can pay like $250, and you get a very comparable thing. I mean, some people might know it's not a real one, but I mean, dumbasses like us who don't really know about diamonds all that much, we would never know the difference.
See, I'm no geologist, but personally, I think like rubies and sapphires and emeralds are cooler than diamonds. That's just me.
He's no geologist.
I'm no geologist. Don't quote me on it. But personally, they look cool.
On MTV's The Challenge, they started naming teams like the Ruby team and the Emerald team. And I told Sally, I was like, I don't know what these mean. Like, I don't know what color these things are. So
Ruby's
like,
red, right?
Yes, they're Pokemon games too.
what is Emerald?
Green,
Okay.
sapphires. Blue.
I had a really hard time tracking these teams. I was like, they just need to call them green, red, or blue.
You don't even know what your birthstone is. I know what mine is. Diamond.
Wow. Ironic considering how much you
Wow.
fucking hate diamonds.
Yeah. Well,
What's
Dude,
my birthstone? I
what
gotta
if-
know.
Man, imagine if like we sat down to a dinner and like the waiter was born in the same hospital as you.
that-
Like, what would the odds be? That's crazy.
Dude, that's crazy. My birthstone is Kevin Garnett.
Okay, look mine up.
Well-
July.
I knew what month you were born in. I wasn't about to ask. Oh, you're a Ruby boy.
That's right.
It's red.
Damn. Shouts to rubies.
Call me Jack.
I hope this girl starts selling her farts again. I'll say it. I don't like seeing girl bosses losing money.
No, this podcast supports girl bosses winning.
I mean, I think she still has the ability to, just maybe not as a rapid clip. And like you said, that might drive the price up. They're more, they're scarcer.
Randy, what were you saying that like could be an alternative for her? Like instead of doing those? You were
I
saying
think
something
you-
before the
I
pod.
think you said that.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Is it time?
Over 200K sold. $200,000, not 200K jars.
Correct. Yeah, $200,000.
Okay.
How much was each jar? Like $20?
How big were the jars?
Don't act like you don't know how big the jars were. Randy.
I actually did see a video earlier today on it. I think they were like,
Do you think they were
I think
nice
they're sized
mason
like baby
jars?
food
Does she have any
jars.
remaining inventory that she's like upped the price on now that people know that this is like a commodity that's going away quickly?
Is this a pump and dump scheme? Is that what this is? She's trying to just get rid of her.
I don't think she's actually dumping. I
Inventory.
think she's farting.
She was
Okay.
making as much as $50,000 a week just letting one rip into a glass container and mailing it.
Dude, I don't think she should stop. I think it's worth the heart issues. This is good money if you can get it. She could retire on this if she did it for the rest of the year and just dealt with her heart issues with some like gas X.
It's not tragic if you die doing what you love.
It's so fair.
Motto says she'll invest her fart fortune into crypto.
2022, baby.
The end of the.
We out here.
How many more years does this world have?
Hopefully none.
We are 5 days in, and we have Paps tweeting about eating ass and people selling farts in jars and getting heart attacks.
Why do you call it Pabst and not
Paps.
PBR? Is this like some hipster move that you're trying
I
to
don't
pull
know.
out?
I don't know. Have you ever had a douche canoe?
No.
Maybe that's old style. It's old style and like pineapple juice.
I
That
thought
was
that was just
Pabst.
like something people called people.
I did not know that was a beverage.
Yeah, what is it?
I think it's either Paps or old style and pineapple juice.
I'm Googling this right now and nothing is coming
That's
up.
what I mean. That's what we called it.
That might have been a Randy thing.
Do you put pineapple in your poke?
No, I'm not opposed to it.
I did it yesterday. I don't know if you noticed.
I didn't notice. How was it?
I love it. It really, the juxtaposition between the saltiness of like the salmon or tuna and the sweet of the pineapple, it just creates just a flavor blast in your mouth.
That's why I think that people that hate pineapple on pizza, like
I do.
I think that there is a place for it every once in a while. I'm not saying it's never going to be the only pie that you order, but if it's an additional pie on top of the other ordered pies, I'm going to try at least one of the Hawaiian style.
I'm glad you brought that up. I did not mention on Monday that I actually did eat 3 slices of pizza at Dillon's on Sunday.
Dude, you're
Saturday,
crazy
New
for
Year's
this.
Day. I started my New Year's.
Well, this is like a medium pizza, right?
It was 2 large pizzas, 6 adults. The kids had their own pizza, and I had 2. And then I looked at Will. I was like, "Man, is it bad if I go back for a third?" And Will was like, "Go off."
Did Dillon put it on the company card again?
Dude, he
That's
honestly
a great
probably
question.
did. He honestly
I should
probably
probably
did.
check.
Did we ever get payment from him for that? That was like $70 worth of pizza.
71 actually, 71.62. I remember the number for 3 people, for 2 adults and a kid.
That's a lot of pizza.
That's too much pizza.
That's a lot of pizza. Dylan likes to get extra pizza rolls from there, and he likes to freeze them so he can eat them later.
Are you
Isn't that really
serious?
off-brand for him?
Is that real?
I swear. I was
We're
with him
talking
one
about
time.
from Pine House Pizza.
Yes, and he was like, "I'm getting some pizza rolls. I'm going to freeze them and eat them later."
That is the most like stoner thing I've ever heard. That-
People forget that the Gardner Snake Dave T-shirt was made at a Pine House Pizza.
Oh, was that made straight up at Pine House?
I mean,
Wait, what?
Will and I met for this shirt and other things, and I was like showing him the design at Pine House, and people were probably like, "What is this guy showing him?"
this is obviously before we hired you?
Yeah.
This is before we hired you, and then the world shut down, and then we didn't like get to work in an office with you for like 6 months.
My first day was supposed to be the Patreon House of Creativity, and then South by Southwest got canceled,
Fucking South by.
just like Johnny Appleseed.
It's a good callback. Anything more on Stephanie Motto?
No, I think it's about time we stop talking about her.
Well, does this change your mind?
No.
Okay.
Well, reluctantly, I think it's time. Randy segment.
So I went to Kohl's yesterday.
Oh, did you? Did you?
I mean,
Do you have any sound effects for your segment?
no, I could do this.
Yeah, do you have a
story.
theme song?
Not yet. I mean, hey, expect great things. That's the tagline. We
We
could talk about it more later. but I
Surprised
do
not a
have
Fall
this
Out Boy
article.
song.
Hey. I'm pretty sure I'm winning that poll right now. If anyone was wondering, the tweet that was put out that says, "I actually think Fall Out Boy has a better catalog than the Killers," and then there was a subsequential poll. Is that how you say that?
Subsequent.
Subsequent poll. Fall Out Boy is now leading with 50.1% over 49.9 with 1,109 votes. It is pretty much dead even right now.
Negligible.
The Killers they are such a bigger cultural influence than Fall Out Boy.
Thing is, I can like name 3 Killer songs. I can name like 10 Fall Out Boys.
That's because you're not a Killers fan and you're a
All-
fan of Fall Out Boy.
All
Well,
the
yeah.
ones you named yesterday that weren't, what's the one? Sugar? It's not Sugar.
Sugar, we're going down.
Whatever it's called.
I will say
They're not good.
I'll put
Everything
Mr.
outside that song
I'll
is a
put
bad
Mr.
song.
Brightside over Sugar We're Going Down, but it's like 1A, 1B for me, really.
Are
no,
you saying
there
there
are some really good Killer songs that
the
you're
Killers are
underrating.
top heavy is what you're saying?
I'm saying that I'm going to take Dance Dance, Things for the Memories, Grand Theft Autumn over Somebody Told Me and all these things.
Grand Theft Autumn.
It's a great
It's a
song.
play on
That
the
just
video
sounds
game.
so lame.
That's a great song, and people are yelling at their phones right now or however they listen.
That's fine. I know that Fall Out Boy has a lot of big fans out there. They were never for me. I think when they came out, I was still in my punk phase, and like liking them would have been, it would have gotten me made fun of.
For me, Fall Out Boy. Is this even your segment? or
Yeah.
No,
do we
no,
just
that- this is-
all right.
that
This
is
is a sub segment.
I have 3 segments, I guess. Now I
Okay,
can talk
great.
about my Kohl's trip, or I can talk about this man who found a hidden spy camera on his cat food.
Okay, well, this is probably better. For me, every Fall Out Boy song outside of that one sounds like it was written to be on like the pregame show
Like
of
Light Up.
like NFL Sunday.
Correct.
Their newer stuff, yeah, I will give you that.
Yeah.
I'm
Whereas
not
the
biggest
Killers-
fan.
You hear Mr. Brightside at a bar, and I've seen this at A bar on Rainy. Everybody's singing it.
Okay, so is everyone singing "Sugar We're Going Down"?
It's a much more
Yeah, but no one
singable
knows
song.
the words to that
Nobody
song.
knows the word. Everybody knows Mr. Brightside.
Lying in the grass
it
at the
transcends
Coliseum.
demographics. Mr. Brightside transcends demographics.
I'm just a notch in your bedpost. You're just lying in a song. Come on.
I've seen someone do that song at karaoke and did quite well.
Yeah,
What
and
are the lyrics?
part of the reason I loved watching it at karaoke was because I could actually see what the lyrics were for the first time with the song. I was like, oh, this is great.
Jimmy Eat World. I don't know the lyrics to that song.
The middle.
Just take some time. I don't know what that part is. Little girl is something fine.
Will, you put off was big into Jimmy Eat World vibes.
No comment.
Yeah,
Yeah, your boy likes some Jimmy Eat World.
I get it.
Your boy likes some Jimmy Eat World. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
mean, I'm
Dude, he ate the world.
Are you listening? Oh.
That was really bad.
Dude, that was good.
I mean, to be honest though,
That was a
arguing
big
about music
player.
is just it's so subjective.
It's pointless.
It's so pointless.
I actually
But
hate when people recommend music to me because I'm like, I'm probably not going to listen to that. I'm sorry.
I just find that
He really
we're
isn't.
like dead even on this poll is very, very interesting looking at the analytics,
I-
which people don't 90-something% have internal monologues. That's
Okay.
my other thing.
Are we doing this cat food shit?
Some people can't hear their own thoughts, and that's crazy. All right, man finds hidden spy camera attached to a box of cat food. Adam, can you throw the image up here? Because it wasn't even that hidden.
What the fuck is that?
Why
So-
wouldn't they just put it on someone's eye or put it on the cat's eye?
It's a third eye.
Yeah, I feel like this is
That
a
looks
hoax.
like the Joe Rogan logo.
It looks like a laser's going to come out of his forehead.
This was in the UK, and like the store that said that we're concerned about it. Like,
So hold on. This guy bought this off the shelf. He got home and saw that there's a spy cam in
Yeah,
the Purina cat food.
yeah, he didn't find out till later, and like it's so not well hidden. It's right in the cat's forehead.
If I see that, that's one of those times when you just take it off the shelf, take the one behind it, and move on. But
Yeah.
like, what?
And apparently had a transmitter, but the guy's not able to recover any video or where it's being transmitted to. I just think this is a hoax. There's like that is so obvious.
Yeah, this guy's trying to get paid by Purina, which I respect.
This
If
is
you
like
can get the corporate bag by suing them, get that corporate bag.
This
There's
is like
nothing to
sure.
sue.
Invasion of privacy,
I don't
David.
know.
Did he?
I'm the lawyer here.
This is.
This is like the shrimp and the cinnamon toast.
What
crunch.
is the point? What are you gonna? What people? Where do people put their cat food? They put it in like either the pantry or their laundry room or something.
There's theories that it might have been in the factory to be spying on like employees of the Purina factory. I don't
Well,
know.
like
It's-
PETA put out
Oh,
PETA
yeah,
put a
yeah,
camera
yeah,
inside the
yeah.
Purina. Oh,
That's plausible.
so we're talking big cat food right now.
And also, the guy said he went back to the store, and where he found it on the shelf, it was in a rack that faces a bunch of bottles of water that kind of faces into the stockroom area. So it could have been by the store too. I don't know, but this image to me was very funny of this. In world of video, you gotta hide it better than that. You gotta put it in the cat's eye.
Oh, we got video man Randy
Video guy
Savage putting his
talking
hat
here.
on.
Where's your spy camera?
Boom, 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 right there.
I could see you having
They're hidden in
I could
plain
see
sight.
you having a camera in this office.
Actually, you know, you're on my hidden camera TV show.
If I ever found out that there's a hidden camera in this office, I think I would fire someone immediately.
Today I'm gonna be Carl Havoc.
To be honest, if we get a new office, we should get maybe like security cameras because that video of Brett hanging from the scaffolding at the Barstool office when he got knocked off the ladder is one of the funniest things.
We had the 24-hour cam set up for ping pong at the Grand X office.
Ping pong or bing pong?
Bing bong.
Be honest, man. That was a fun time.
Can we get a bing bong table?
I would love a ping pong.
I kind of worried about the health of the company once we started putting so much effort behind recording ourselves playing ping pong.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody I never beat.
I beat everybody.
Jared? I thought
Unless
Jared was
I
pretty
had
good,
beat
right?
Jared once or twice.
Oh, I had Jared's number for a little bit. He didn't want to admit it, but he knew that I had his number for a bit, and then we played so many times that he could get out of his funk that he officially had my number after that.
My favorite thing about ping pong was that Dillon was so bad at it, he wouldn't play.
It was such a poor sport attitude.
Dude, yeah, like he was so. I mean, he could play, but he got beat by everybody.
He didn't even do the ping pong tournament that we did.
No,
You couldn't spin the ball?
I got home from a bachelor party or something, just absolutely devastated, and had to go play ping pong against Ross, who
I
was one
remember
of the
that.
better players in the office.
you were dead inside.
I could barely hold the paddle. I was shaking so much. It was awful.
You were very pale.
Oh, that was seriously one of the worst. It's the worst ping pong game I've ever played, and it was in tournament.
You needed some raw beef.
did.
for that game.
I did.
But yeah, that's all I got on this cat. I got this new water bottle from Kohl's because I got $5 in Kohl's cash. For returning
That's your
something.
segment that we just did.
Yeah.
That was Randy's segment.
Yeah,
What's going
this-
on in Randy's world?
You turn something at Amazon, they give you $5 in Kohl's cash and give you a full refund at Kohl's. That's,
How far does outside of the water bottle? How far does a $5 Kohl's cash get you?
it depends. You can get some funky socks.
Why would I want to get Depends with it? I'm too young for adult
They don't sell
diapers.
Depends there.
How do you know?
I've searched.
Have you been pissing your pants?
Yeah.
It's time, baby. This weekend in fun presented by an oldie but a goodie. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, baby. The option with something extra always makes your choice easier. And as the first hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C, Vizzy brings something unique and delicious to the table. Grab yourself a drink that can do both with Vizzy Hard Seltzer. You guys know that Vizzy is the first hard seltzer crafted with antioxidant vitamin C extracted from the superfruit acerola cherry?
I did know that.
I don't even need copy for this.
I didn't know if my mic was up.
It's not. Your mic is officially up, Brett.
I didn't know if my mic was up yet. Now it is. I did know that about the acerola, Will.
I did too, Will.
Well, there are plenty of hard seltzers to choose from. What I had too much Bing Bong before this.
There
But
goes
with-
your perfect game.
I know, but with bold and delicious dual fruit flavors and antioxidant vitamin C, Vizzy makes the choice a little easier and a lot tastier. Pineapple, mango, black cherry, lime, strawberry, kiwi, blueberry, pomegranate, papaya, passion fruit, watermelon, strawberry, blackberry, lemon, and raspberry tangerine. Are you kidding me?
No,
Are you kidding me?
they're not. They're
hope
dead
not.
serious.
I'm a lemonade guy
Oh,
myself.
I love
Me too.
lemonades.
Dude, the lemonades hit.
Hard.
They hit real hard. And with this global warming stuff just making it hot outside all the time, there's no better time to enjoy Vizzy than outside right now.
I
It's
didn't
gonna
know
be
we
like
were going
70
there.
today.
Wow.
Is it? Ooh.
I think it's going to get up there today, right?
Wait, don't look up.
Good
No,
movie.
topical.
Hey,
Haven't watched.
It never hurts to add some vitamins and antioxidants to the mix. With Vizzy, you can enjoy refreshment now with antioxidant vitamin C and at 5% ABV, 100 calories, and less than 1 gram of real cane sugar per can. Every sip of Vizzy is more exhilarating. The Vizzy lemonade even has 0 grams of sugar per 12-ounce serving. Step up your seltzer game with Vizzy. To find out where you can purchase Vizzy, go to VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. To get updates on our latest flavor drops and more, sign up for their emails at VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. Must be 21 or older.
Brett, you got here a little late, man. You just missed Randy's segment.
How was it? How do you do?
It was fine.
He closed with the Kohl's cash.
$5. Brand new water bottle. Steel.
Wow. You just hit the mic.
What are you doing?
Showing off my
Hey,
steel
when you
water
guys started like Washed Media, did you expect to be talking to two guys across the table, 8 to 10 years your junior?
I
as a
don't think
part of
that was
circling
appropriate.
back?
You guys are our Gen Z correspondents.
bottle. No, that's Adam.
No, that's that. We're millennials.
You're barely millennials.
Literally barely. 96 is the cutoff.
We can talk about SpongeBob over here if you want to.
No,
Will doesn't know what that is. What are you doing this weekend, Will?
I'm not started off. I never started off. I can't start it off.
We're going to wait till Brett for last because he's going to talk
Let's
for
start
like
with
10
our
minutes.
esteemed guest.
Yeah, you're sitting in Dylan's chair. You go ahead, Dylan Shivery.
I got a big weekend. Not doing much. I'm really excited for it. Really, I don't have
He's
much.
doing a Dylan bit. That's good.
I think I'm going to a happy hour on Friday. And other than that, I don't really have anything. We'll see
Oh,
what.
that's not on my calendar. Hang on.
Not with you.
What?
Ever since you threw that sandwich at my
Actually, we
head,
do need to
I don't want to.
I did.
We
hit
need to
you with the
reschedule our
sandwich.
first annual happy hour.
Monthly or what are we doing?
It's only
We're doing
one-
monthly
Okay,
happy
yeah,
hours for the
okay.
company. And unfortunately for our first one, pretty much everyone can't go. So
Right.
that's good. You and Randy can go, Dave.
Oh man, I got the thing with Rhodes.
Like I said, the sandwich situation.
Fatherhood?
Yeah, he's been a real pest.
The
The
pest.
pest.
I still haven't seen this.
Don't.
Should I?
You're probably gonna like it. The pest is right up your alley.
Is that with
John Leguizamo.
Oh, no. What I'm thinking of when Jim Carrey is the green-faced guy.
The Grinch or the Mask?
No, the mask. I'm thinking of the mask.
You had trouble putting your finger on the mask.
Correct.
That's funny that there's two movies, two roles that Jim Carrey is the green faced guy.
Yeah.
Also funny that Randy had those just in his back pocket, like immediately. Not that they're too hard, but
What's Dave getting into this weekend?
Is that it? You're doing a happy hour Friday?
Yeah, I mean, I'll see. Maybe play some Halo. Maybe do. I don't know. I got nothing to do right now.
See, people are like, "Oh man, they're weak. They should get rid of Weekend and Fun because they're old and lame. They don't do anything." So we bring in a kid. How old are you? 26.
27, about to turn 28.
We bring in like a nice young lad, mid 20s, firmly implanted, single, mid 20s, just living the Austin dream.
Already got Omicron, too. He can go out there and mob.
He's gonna play Halo. So There you go.
There's no plan. Maybe Hey, if I do more, I'll let you
Lie.
know.
Say you're gonna jar farts or something.
You could do that.
Christina Perry style.
Katie's sister?
No, she's not.
What's that boy doing?
I don't really have much.
That's sick.
Dave wants to golf so bad, and I feel bad that we
I know.
cannot golf with Dave.
I know. I'm playing 3 rounds of golf.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
He's got the itch. I can see it. He's going to go to Top Golf by himself and just get some swings.
I'll
in.
go golfing with you.
Oh, Dave's got major driving range vibes right now.
I will hit the range this weekend if I don't play.
Do you
'Cause
bring
know
roads
what?
out there and just chill?
I
Or
thought
is that,
about.
is that frowned upon?
You could ask him to tape your swing.
I mean, people bring their dogs out there.
Totally. They just put the little stick in the ground and they just kind of keep him on a lead.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's a terrible plan. But I have faith that someone listening to this pod is going to say, you know what? I've actually got a tee time. We need a 4th. Dave, why don't you join us?
Are you a free agent? Is that what you're saying?
I'm open.
Wow.
You know what I've thought about doing is creating a group text with everybody that I've played golf with in Austin, even if they don't know each other, and say, hey, this is Dave's potential golf partners group. If you need a 4th, drop it in here. This is our thing now.
Does that mean I have to start a separate one that's Will's golf partner group?
No, you
if I
can-
want to do that.
You're in Dave's golf partner group.
Yeah.
So
you
can
you
I
still have
ask people
access.
within Dave's golf partner group even if you can't golf?
You're going to splinter out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like the waiver wire.
I don't hate this.
You pitch somebody up off real quick.
But what if you play with someone and they're like, "Hey man, I heard about your group," and they like were kind of annoying to play with, like their pace of play was terrible.
Then you kick
Like
them out.
who are you talking about specifically?
Dude, no comment. Not talking about anybody specifically, obviously.
Does Micah still play?
Hard to say. I feel like every single time I've invited him to play recently, he just hasn't.
Didn't he have to not play while he was trying to find a job?
I think he got banned from playing when he was unemployed.
But
and
now
I
he's
don't
got a
think-
job.
I don't think he's picked it up since.
Just hit up turn dogs.
Yeah, can I say something about Micah? I love Micah. He turns down more invites than anybody on the planet.
Not for me. He loves me.
Yeah, but like
I'm his boy.
I've been out with Micah one time to watch a UFC fight.
Is he going on Dillon's?
Yeah. He's on my flights, baby. Let's ride. I'm on Cabeza watch this weekend.
Okay.
Yo voy
Like,
Mexico.
literally, Cabeza watch.
I go to Mexico.
What part? Cabo?
I'm going to Cabo San Lucas with my wife's family, which is now my family, as she is my wife. I will be sitting at a house doing nothing except for golfing and eating guacamole.
Can I ask you a logistics question?
Yeah.
How do you decide when with a family of that size,
Yes.
kids involved, etc.? How do the rooms get divvied?
So it's a mad rush. It's an absolute
Okay.
mad rush.
So it's a free for all.
Yeah. So there's already been some controversy or controversy, as the people overseas say. And it's kind of a mad rush because you try to pull the seniority cards. Now that we have kids, I'm going to try to pull the kid card. Like, I usually get a decent little spot. I'm in a good position for my room stuff. I'm never going to
Okay.
get the best room, but I'm never going to get the worst room.
That's not a bad idea because, like, I would assume your parents-in-law, your mother and father-in-law get the room of choice,
Mhm. They get the
no doubt.
master. They get
Right.
the master.
and then like if you're going rooms 1 through 4, the following, shoot for 2 because everybody's rushing for 1.
Yeah.
But at worst, you're going to get the second best room. That's not not a bad call.
I usually get the second best room, I'll
Okay.
say. Yeah, but Sally's kind of a bulldog when it comes to this stuff, so she'll just put a suitcase
Never
on her back
experienced that before.
and then just run and just throw the suitcase down in the nicest room and be like, "That's our room."
So you're getting a house, not like a hotel?
Correct. It's more economical when it comes to the amount of people that we have. As she has a very large family.
A casa.
See,
Oh, that's Spanish for house.
see, on the playa, that's beach.
I took 4 years of Spanish in high school.
Maybe there's gonna be a piscina there, which means pool.
do you face west?
I don't know.
You would.
I don't even know left and right. You think I know north, south, east, west?
I'm just saying. What's the sunset potential here?
Who knows, man? Yeah, I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you a Snapchat of the sunset at some point.
Bring your
You're
compass.
not on Snapchat.
It's facts. What's Brett getting into this weekend?
Well, after I win Powerball tonight, who knows?
Are you going to go get company
If we win
tickets?
Powerball tonight,
Yeah,
I
well,
might not be going to Mexico. We
might
might
go
be
get
going
Powerball.
somewhere else.
I have cash on me. I have $40 in cash.
Do you need more? Can you only pay for these tickets in cash?
Correct.
I have cash on me. I'll
Okay.
give you some.
I'll Venmo you.
Okay,
That doesn't work. You can't Venmo.
How
the
much do you have
people.
in cash?
$40 in cash.
How expensive are Powerball tickets?
$2 a pop.
Oh.
I'd go quick.
What's it worth tonight?
So it's worth $610 million on the jackpot. Wow. That means a cash value of 434.2.
That's fine.
Right. So we're not going. No, annuity is the dumbest thing in the world. You do not want to do the annuity.
No, we're going lump sum
Lump
all in the
sum.
beginning.
So the lump sum gets you 434.2.
And how many people are splitting this?
It'll be, I guess, us 4.
So
and
we all
Adam.
have $100 million. Dude, Dylan's gonna
Well,
be
hang
Dylan's gonna
on.
be punching air when we're all
Here's
100
the problem.
millionaires.
Here's the
Yeah.
problem. So then, if you win the 434, 25% is immediately taken off the top. So then you're at 330. Then you have to report that as income.
Is
so
it even worth the $2 investment at this point?
Then it goes down to like 273 after you hit the top tax bracket. So basically, you're getting $273 million if we split it with just one person.
I'm going to make an exception to my anti-lottery rule, and
Oh.
I will play today.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
buy so many farts of jars. Jars of farts.
Almost, yeah. But then after the Powerball, I'm going to Park City tomorrow. Pretty excited about
Why
that.
is that $20 bill so crispy?
Because I keep it in my $2 bill.
Why is the other 20 rolled up like a cigar?
Shh. I got it from Dylan.
Ha.
You keep $2 bills on you?
It's good luck.
I
You gotta
keep
wrap
one-
your,
I
you gotta wrap your cash in $2 bill.
I
It's
keep
good
one in my
luck.
car.
You want one? I can get you one.
No, I have some.
Do you want a $2 bill, David? I can get you one.
Why do you do that?
Because it's good luck.
No, I think I have a $2 bill somewhere. I have a $3 bill, y'all.
Stop.
I don't know if you heard me. Well, I'm going to Park City. Very excited about it.
You skiing there?
Oh yeah,
When are you coming back?
Monday.
Monday.
So I'll be out Monday. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll be out
But,
Monday too. Whole
Okay, is,
squad out.
Is Dylan going to be back? Is it
Dylan's gonna be
the Dave
back. His
show?
COVID protocol will be done. His yeah.
Fucking, it's going to be just me.
I can call in from the beach.
Dave, I
No.
bet you.
I can call in from the golf course if you
Dave
want.
solo would be a phenomenal hour of circling back.
An
though.
hour. I could not do 35 minutes solo.
Yes, you could.
Oh yeah,
I think you should do an entire
Yeah.
hour solo one day.
I thought your top was 2 minutes.
I'm tryna buzz, I'm tryna come.
Anyways,
My top.
Should we get out of here?
No, I'm concerned. Will
My
I have
top.
one concern.
What?
This group that I'm going with, they're not a documentarian type of group.
So you're not
So,
going to get any dope grams
There's no drams that are going to happen.
Is
and I
that
hate
is that calculated? Because like
they live in the moment, Dave? They don't.
Drugs?
They don't. They're not on their phones.
like,
Oh,
dude,
no.
put the phone down. We're doing drugs.
It's Utah. You can't really do a bunch of drugs.
Yeah,
in
don't they have
Utah.
like lower
Eh?
ABV beer and stuff in
Yeah.
Utah? What's their deal?
Yeah,
are you gonna
they
soak?
do.
Never really understood Utah.
In the
Answer
hot
his
tub,
question.
probably. I'm gonna soak in the hot tub, Dave. There's a hot tub at the condo we're staying at. I think it's a shared hot tub.
Be
though.
careful, Brett, because
So-
I've seen you in a hot tub on a ski trip.
It was Colorado though. That's
That
a little
altitude
different.
is different.
No, it wasn't the altitude. It was just the THC.
Did Brett fall asleep in the hot tub?
No, I just couldn't speak. I got to the point where I was like staring at a jet
Well,
and I could not.
You're the one
lose
that
I mean,
died.
Dylan did charades, and after thinking about it for 30 seconds, and then we said, "All right, go," he just blanked and sat back down.
Yeah, Dylan blanked. He also couldn't stop laughing in the kitchen at one point.
Yeah. No,
so
that was
Dylan-
honestly one of my favorite versions of Dylan. I truly have never seen him happier.
Dylan was useless in charades at that point. I can't imagine we'll play charades. We don't. Yeah, there's a couple concerns I have about this trip. I'm excited for the skiing, obviously. Number one, I'm gonna have to be the documenter. I'm gonna have to be the Will to Freeze.
You don't have to document everything you do. You can just live in the moment too.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be getting cool grams of other people. So you're welcome in advance. Two, we don't have a reservation yet. Concerned about that.
Who put this trip together?
Not me. Hockey buddies
Okay.
from back in high school. Hockey buddies. While I'm excited to see them, the reservations are scant at this point. So we're probably just gonna do pizza for 3 nights in a row.
Bay? Are you gonna eat 3 pieces like Dave?
Dude,
Oh,
go
yeah.
back for a third. I'm telling you.
I
That
always
is the
I
move.
always go 2, go back for a third, and then late night 1 slice.
Aren't you the
Potentially 4.
What's the cuisine like in Utah?
I
What
don't
are
know,
they
but
known
if there's
for?
a scallop anywhere near the house, it's getting demolished.
I don't think
Just
they're known
ze-
for their scallops. Are
Zero
they?
zero seasoning.
It's Park City / Deer Valley. There's some cuisine up there. Maybe elk. I don't know. Do they have elk?
Sure.
Bison burgers?
Dude, the bison burgers, the little patties from Trader Joe's, TJ's will.
I
Check
didn't know
'em out.
TJ's does bison burgers.
Oh yeah.
I did TJ's chicken goiza pot stickers last night.
Raw?
No,
Oh.
frozen.
Oh baby, I like it raw.
Very
Have you ever heard of a Utah scone? I've never heard of this before. I think you got to try one.
Is that like a Rocky Mountain oyster?
It's a deep fried scone.
oh,
that looks fantastic.
Dude, this looks so good. Like
Is
I
that-
just Googled Utah foods. The first thing that came up was a Utah scone.
They're known
This
for their
looks
scones.
amazing.
here's the
Everybody
thing, though.
must get scones.
Here's the thing about fried. I'm not like that's a Texas State Fair item, and I'm not into that.
No, this doesn't look like it's a bit. This looks like it's an actual delicacy.
What about pastrami burgers? That's also on here.
That just sounds like a pastrami sandwich.
They used to call me Mr. Hot Pastrami.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In northern Michigan, that was your name.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Hot Pastrami.
Is that the sandwich you got that's wrapped in plastic?
Mm-hmm.
The one that Dave threw at my head.
No, that was an Antone's.
You watched it travel toward your face and didn't move.
That's revisionist history.
It's not.
Dave stood up, said, "All right, Mr. Jimmy John's, I'll show you a fast sub," and then he whipped it at my head.
It's not true at all. I wouldn't say Mr. Jimmy John's.
Whip it real good. Can we leave?
Are we eating lunch?
Hard to
Ooh.
say. Let's go feast. I don't know how to end these episodes without Dylan saying bye.
I know.
Randy, say something hilarious for the folks at home.
Something hilarious.
See you later.
Oh no.